Odisha द्वारा प्रस्तुत ओम न्यूज।
Hinjlikut, my village, is a place of emerald green paddy fields and shimmering blue waters. Nestled in the heart of nature, it is a sanctuary where the land and water meet in perfect harmony. The fields stretch out like a vast green carpet, and the water bodies reflect the sky, creating a mesmerizing landscape that is both tranquil and vibrant. The air is always alive with the music of nature, the chirping of birds, the rustling of leaves, and the gentle hum of insects create a symphony that is both soothing and invigorating. Each sound tells a story, a tale of life thriving in every corner of this beautiful village. The gentle lapping of waves on the lake are sounds I hold dear. These waters have a calming effect, their rhythmic motion a reminder of the timeless flow of life. Sitting by the lake, watching the waves, I often find myself lost in thought, reflecting on the past and dreaming of the future. Growing up, I roamed these fields, feeling the earth beneath my feet and the wind in my hair. These fields were my playground, my classroom and my sanctuary. They taught me the value of hard work, the beauty of nature and the importance of community. I swam in these waters, feeling the cool embrace of the lake and the thrill of diving into its depths. These experiences nurtured my dreams and shaped my spirit, instilling in me a sense of adventure and a deep connection to my roots. From a young age, I was drawn to the noble profession of teaching. I would often sit under the shade of a tree, reading books and imagining myself as a teacher, sharing knowledge and inspiring others. The power of education to transform lives resonated deeply within me. The power of education to transform lives resonated deeply within me. I saw how knowledge could open doors, create opportunities, and change the course of one's life. This realization fueled my passion for teaching and my desire to make a difference in my community. After completing my studies, I returned to my village. The journey back was filled with anticipation and excitement. I was eager to give back to the community that had given me so much, to be a part of its growth and development. I became the headmaster of the local school, a position that came with great responsibility and immense satisfaction. It was a dream come true, a chance to shape young minds and guide them towards a brighter future. Eager to share my knowledge and inspire young minds, I dedicated myself to my students. Each day was a new opportunity to teach, to learn, and to grow together. The joy of seeing my students succeed, of watching them discover their potential, was the greatest reward of all. And my days were filled with the joyful chaos of the classroom. The sound of children's laughter, the rustling of notebooks, and the eager voices of students asking questions created a symphony of learning. Each morning I would walk into the classroom with a sense of purpose, knowing that today could be the day a student discovers a new passion or overcomes a challenge. I took immense pride in nurturing the curiosity of my students. Watching their eyes light up with understanding was a reward like no other. It wasn't just about teaching them facts and figures. It was about igniting a lifelong love for learning. I encouraged them to ask questions, to think critically, and to never be afraid of making mistakes. Each day brought new challenges and rewards. Some days were tough, with lessons that didn't go as planned or students who struggled to grasp concepts. But those moments were balanced by the triumphs, the breakthroughs, and the small victories that made it all worthwhile. The classroom was a place of constant growth for both the students and myself. I witnessed firsthand the transformative power of education. It was incredible to see how knowledge could change lives, opening doors to new opportunities and broadening horizons. Education was not just about academic success. It was about empowering students to dream big and to believe in their potential. It had the ability to uplift individuals and empower communities. In our small village, the school was a beacon of hope. Parents saw it as a pathway to a better future for their children. The community rallied around the school, supporting it in any way they could because they understood the profound impact education could have. Beyond academics, I instilled in my students the values of empathy, compassion, and social responsibility. We often engaged in activities that taught them the importance of giving back to the community. Whether it was organizing a cleanup drive or helping out at local events, these experiences were invaluable in shaping their character. I believe that true education must go beyond textbooks. It should prepare students for life, teaching them to be kind, responsible, and active members of society. Discussions outside the classroom, real-world problem-solving, and community involvement were all integral parts of our learning process. It must create responsible citizens who are aware of their community's needs. By connecting with village elders and participating in community service, students learn the value of respect and the importance of contributing to the well-being of their surroundings. These lessons were as crucial as any academic subject. This belief would later guide me on a new path. The experiences and lessons from my time as a teacher shaped my vision for the future. They instilled in me a deep commitment to education and community development, a commitment that would drive me to explore new ways to make a difference. While I found joy and fulfillment in teaching, it was more than just a job for me. It was a passion, a calling. Every day I looked forward to seeing the bright faces of my students, eager to learn and grow. Their enthusiasm was infectious, and it fueled my dedication to their education. However, a growing unease stirred within me. I witnessed the stark disparities that existed beyond the school walls. The contrast between the hope within the classroom and the harsh realities outside was striking. It was impossible to ignore the challenges that my students and their families faced daily. Poverty, illiteracy, and lack of healthcare plagued my village and many others like it. These issues were not just statistics, they were the lived experiences of people I knew and cared about. Children came to school hungry, families struggled to access basic medical care, and many adults were unable to read or write. The desire to serve my community in a more profound way grew stronger. I felt a deep responsibility to address these issues, to be a part of the solution. I wanted to do more than just teach. I wanted to empower and uplift my community. Then came the COVID-19 pandemic. It was a period of unprecedented challenges, particularly for the rural poor. The pandemic exacerbated existing issues and introduced new ones. Lockdowns and restrictions made it even harder for families to make ends meet, and the lack of healthcare infrastructure became painfully evident. It was a period of unprecedented challenges, particularly for the rural poor. The pandemic exacerbated existing issues and introduced new ones. Lockdowns and restrictions made it even harder for families to make ends meet, and the lack of healthcare infrastructure became painfully evident. Their plight, their struggles, became a call to action for me. I could no longer stand by and watch as my community suffered. I began to organize relief efforts, distribute essential supplies, and raise awareness about the challenges we faced. The sense of solidarity and support from the community was overwhelming. I knew I had to do more. The pandemic had highlighted the urgent need for sustainable solutions. I started collaborating with local leaders, NGOs, and volunteers to create long-term plans for education, healthcare, and economic development. It was a daunting task, but I was determined to make a difference. I had to be their voice, their support in these trying times. I realized that true change comes from within the community, and I was ready to lead that change. Together, we could build a brighter future for our village, one step at a time. The pandemic brought untold suffering. People lost their livelihoods. Families struggled to put food on the table. Access to healthcare became even more difficult. I was heartbroken, but also determined to help. I started by organizing food drives. We distributed essential supplies to the most vulnerable. I used my savings and mobilized the community to contribute. It was a time of great despair, but also one of incredible solidarity. The pandemic exposed the deep inequalities in our society. It made me realize the need for a more sustained effort to uplift the rural poor. This led me to establish Viksit Odisha Mission, an organization dedicated to empowering rural communities. Our mission is simple: to create a just and equitable society where everyone has the opportunity to thrive. We focus on 4 key areas: education, healthcare, livelihood generation, and women's empowerment. We believe that these are the pillars upon which we can build a stronger, more inclusive Odisha. Section 6. Empowering Rural Odisha. Viksit Odisha Mission has been working tirelessly to bring about positive change. We have set up learning centers to bridge the educational gap. We organize health camps to provide basic healthcare services. We also provide vocational training to empower women and youth. Our efforts are focused on creating a sustainable impact. We believe in empowering communities to become self-reliant. Section 7, towards a developed India. My vision extends beyond Odisha. I dream of a developed India by 2047, an India free from poverty and illiteracy. An India where everyone has access to quality education, healthcare and equal opportunities. This is not just a dream, but a goal we can achieve together. It requires a collective effort from every citizen. Section 8, our vision for 2047. Our vision rests on 4 key pillars: economic growth, social progress, environmental sustainability and good governance. We need inclusive growth that benefits all sections of society. We must strive for a society free from discrimination and inequality. Protecting our environment is crucial for our future. We need to promote sustainable practices and combat climate change. Good governance is essential to ensure transparency, accountability, and efficient service delivery. Section 9, join the movement. The journey of Viksit Odisha Mission is a testament to the power of collective action. It shows that even small steps can make a big difference. I urge you to join us in this movement. Together we can create the India of our dreams. An India that is not just developed, but also compassionate, just, and equitable. Let us work together to make this vision a reality.